Can you hear me?
On my computer, no.
Okay, because I have them. I have the mic on. This is what I don't understand because we literally just got on. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Two viewers. You're probably one of them.
Yeah, it's like 3 different links that I'm in, and it's like different viewers in each one. So. Are you trying to get it so they can see your screen?
Yeah. But, okay, so this is the one I'm live in. So I'm going to get rid of all these. Delete. Okay, so I just deleted all the ones that were like previous attempts. And I'm now, so that I'm just in.
Whoa, I can hear myself. So this link right here, I'm guessing I'm about to send it to you. I can see your computer.
You can see it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I gotta test. I gotta see if you can hear me.
Okay.
Okay, so. Okay, so this is the one I'm live in. So I'm gonna get rid of all. Wait, I hear me.
Yeah, that's you. We can hear you.
Okay, well, I'm exposing myself.
This is the link that we have to use, I'm guessing.
Okay, so let me share this one then.
And there's 9 people are in here.
Okay, so I just deleted all the ones that. Oh God, it's like a 4-minute delay. Okay.
It's okay though, because the video, it just played the video.
Okay. All right, there we go. I see my screen. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, the red button's on. So, all right, let me share this.
Yeah, you're live on here.
Okay. I'm just going to stay on. I don't want to mess anything up.
Yeah, we can see your screen, which is good.
Okay.
Oh, they can hear me. They can hear me.
You know what? This is part of the process. This is cool. This is a first. We're like part of this, so it's all good. All these people that can hear us right now, it's all good. We're in here and we're gonna have a banquet.
Hey guys. I can hear.
Okay. I'm gonna put you on hold and call Mrs. Fowler, okay?
All right.
Hey everyone, this is happening. It's Miss Coronado. I have the live stream up. There is a slight delay, so right now, while I'm speaking, it's 4:59. I'm just working on trying to get a link out. So you just need to stand by. Thanks for everybody's patience. This is our first time doing this, so we are working through all of the technical difficulties. That's my screenshot. It's funny. Oh, well.
Okay. You're about to create a post on Facebook. We can see that.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Carmen. All right, so it's 5:01. I'm going to wait a little bit. We're gonna pretend like we're in Google Classroom or Google Meet right now. I'm gonna wait for more people to join. Just because I know there's a little bit of a delay on here.
Okay.
How does the audio sound?
It sounds good.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens from the computer end of it, but I mean, there's not a lot we could do now. It's just all learning experiences, I guess. Can you hear my computer chime?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. It just got resent. So I don't know, we'll see how many people are checking their emails.
Yeah, it's the chat is going, so.
Yeah. I know, Mike, I got to give you a call back. I'm sorry. I've been real stressed trying to get this done. All right, so it's 5:03. I'm going to wait 2 minutes. I'm going to start the video that has like a 5-minute wait, and then we're going to get going. And then we're just going to let it run from there.
Okay. That'll work.
I think I'm going to say here too. I know you can help. Public. Oh, Lord. Oh, I can use emojis on here. I'm going to dab. Oh, hey, Mrs. Masaleo. All right, everyone that's joining, I'm launching the video in 1 minute. It's got a 5-minute intro. Stay tuned, and then it's going to launch.
Yay, I'm excited.
Yeah, this has been a journey, huh? Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, here we go. Fingers crossed. See if I can find it. Huh? Okay, downloads. I could actually, let's do my list. I don't know where the file went. There we go. All right, here we go, everybody. I'm going silent on this end. So you got about 5 minutes of this, and then it's going to play. Oh, wait, I wanted to record. Hey, Mitch, yeah, I know. Fingers crossed. We've got about 1.5 minutes left till it starts. I'm just staying live in case anyone has questions. Or keeping my mic on at least. Thanks for all your support, everybody. 30 seconds.
Ultimate tragedy is not the brutality of the bad people, but the silence of the good people. Dr. Martin Luther King.
I learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou.
If you want the cooperation of humans around you, you must make them feel they are important, and you do that by being genuine and humble. Nelson Mandela.
You can't separate peace from freedom because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. Malcolm X.
I have learned that success is to be measured, not so much by the position one has reached in life, as by the obstacles which he has had to overcome to succeed. Booker T. Washington.
Never be limited by other people's limited imaginations. Dr. Mae Jemison.
There is no struggle, there is no progress. Frederick Douglass.
The battles that count aren't the ones for gold medals. The struggles within yourself, the invisible, inevitable battles inside all of us, that's where it's at. Jesse Owens.
As we face this period of reckoning in our country and in the world, this is a moment for all generations to sit back and reflect. We thought long and hard whether today was the right day to broadcast a celebration during such somber and sobering times. Times that cause us to face our own inner thoughts, ideals, morals, and values. But at the end of it all, the Chicago High School for Agricultural Sciences and the Chicago Ag Sciences FFA chapter has always stood for and celebrated diversity since its inception in 1985. Our chapter has been home to many amazing African American members that have moved on to make incredible contributions to this country. We're working for the U.S. Department of Agriculture, becoming educators, scientists, business owners, nurses, doctors, serving in the military, as activists and community organizers, as motivational speakers, and being elected the National FFA President in 1994.
So in celebration of this diversity, and in embracing the strengths of African Americans since 1985, we present a call to action to FFA chapters throughout our country, from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands, and from the state of Maine to Hawaii, to get to work on ways you can exert an influence in your home, in your communities, how you can purposefully be more inclusive and supportive of others that are different from yourselves. Because at the very foundation of this organization, to be a part of agriculture is to be a part of life, sustaining life and celebrating life every single day. To be a leader encompasses learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, and living to serve. The National FFA organization is the largest youth organization in our nation. Who is in a better position to spread kindness, encouragement, inclusivity, empathy, love, and togetherness more than our membership?
It's time. It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time in our nation. Who is in a better position to spread kindness, encouragement, inclusivity, empathy, love, and togetherness more than our membership?
It's time. It's time.
It's time.
Songwriter and piano players. I don't usually ask you guys questions, but here's one. Isn't the SPY ridiculously overbought right now?
paperboy, evening TV. It's your old familiar friends there, waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, a light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look. Dibbidi-bop-ba-da.
People often ask, what does FFA stand for? While the letters stand for Future Farmers of America, it has grown to mean so much more. Today, FFA stands for leadership, growth, and career success in a wide range of career paths. Since 1928, millions of students have been entrusted with the opportunity to wear the esteemed blue jacket. And in the process, they've experienced a transformation. Though the agricultural landscape has shifted dramatically throughout the decades, FFA has been a constant. We are proud to have provided a leading example of technological innovation while paving the way for a field of diversely talented individuals. Now more than ever, people realize the value of understanding where our foods, fabrics, and plants come from. And they are increasingly aware that agriculture is a crucial part of their daily lives. FFA members and organizations are shaping this awareness. They are more empowered every day with knowledge that they take into the communities where they live, work, worship, and play. American history is rich with the stories of agriculturalists of all kinds, from the farmer to the scientist, the doctor to the business owner. And agriculture now has a richer story because of FFA. Today we are grateful for our past and look forward to shaping the future. We are the National FFA organization, and we are right now.
FFA members, parents, and guests, would you please stand for the posting of the colors and remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner. Color Guard, attention. Chapter, attention. Color Guard, forward march. Color Guard, halt. Color Guard, prepare to post colors. Please join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color Guard, post colors. Color Guard dismissed. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color Guard, post colors. Color Guard dismissed.
The banquet hall will come to order. We are now holding a meeting of the 35th Annual Chicago Ag Sciences FFA Banquet.
Okay.
Madam Vice President,
Yeah, I don't
for
know
the
what to do
last
about it.
time, are all officers at their
I mean, I'd have to like
stations.
stop it.
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and
Okay.
report back to you, Madam President.
All right.
The Parliamentarian.
Station by a copy of Robert's
Now I'm
Rules
gonna
of
notice all
Order.
my mistakes
Your duties there.
and take notes about
It
them.
is my obligation to know and share
Listen, I'm gonna
information
take
about
notes about all
parliamentary
my
law
mistakes. I
and
spelled
assist
Adam
members
Valdez
in proper
wrong.
meeting procedure and etiquette so we may accomplish the business in the chapter.
The historian.
Station at the chapter scrapbook.
Your duties there.
Tradition and history are a source of pride for our organization. It is my duty to maintain a record of chapter achievements and promote excellence through highlighting activities, events, and accomplishments, so that our chapter membership is motivated by past successes and looks to future achievements.
The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Stationed by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is the symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is the token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, for the last time, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will now call the roll of members. Members and guests are joining us remotely. Thank you. FFA members, why are we here?
To practice brotherhood,
Honor agricultural opportunities
And responsibilities
To develop those qualities
of leadership
in which an FFA member
should possess. Thank you. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare the 35th Annual Chicago Ag Sciences FFA Banquet duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matter which may now properly be presented. Madam Secretary, what is the first item of business on the agenda? Family, friends, sponsors, teachers, and fellow FFA members. I'm Amaya Butler, and I'm our school's 2019-2020 chapter president. And it is my honor to welcome you all to the 35th annual FFA Banquet. As many of you know, our school year has been cut short. That does not stop us from recognizing our students' success this past school year. Our school practices traditional agriculture in the urbanized setting. For that, we gain national and state recognition. Although our school's uniqueness and rich history catches the eye of most people, it's us as the student, our phenomenal FFA chapter that brings the heat. Our dedicated ag staff, advisors, officer teams, the ones who devote so much time to continue to improve our chapter and its members. This year, our chapter participated in a number of career development events, community service, and all-in-all leadership within our school. This year's our chapter theme was Seeds to Succeed. We as students know and understand that hard work pays off. Putting your mind on your goals and aspirations helps bring success. Now at this time, I would like to welcome you all, our 2019-2020 Section A President, Liliana Romero.
Thank you, Maya. Today, we will recognize and award FFA members for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to this FFA chapter. From career development events to supervised agricultural experiences, from public speaking to proficiency winners, we will witness firsthand just how much their determination has paid off this past year. And at the conclusion of this event, we will introduce to you your next year's sophomore, junior, and of course, chapter officer team. On behalf of the 2019-2020 chapter officer team, I want to thank each and every one of you for being with us to celebrate the last year as well as the last 35 years as we continue to plant the seeds to succeed. Now, I would like to introduce to you our esteemed principal, Mr. William E. Hook.
Hi, good evening, students, parents, teachers, staff, supporters. I want to welcome everyone to the 35th annual FFA Banquet. This is certainly not the way I plan to address you this evening. It's not from my office, and not without you, but I just want to take a minute to again welcome you to the actual virtual banquet, but more importantly to recognize your accomplishments. This has been a special class even before these crises began, and you're even more special what you've done since then. I know you've planned the majority of this banquet. You've done the work. And that's exactly what we like from you. I think it's what makes you special. It's what's going to continue to make you special as you go out into the world. Be very proud of what you've accomplished. Pause, reflect, and more importantly, go forward, because you have a lot more to accomplish than what you've done already. Be very proud, as we are of you. Thank mom, thank dad, thank each other. You couldn't have done it without each other. And like Ms. Shaw always says, we're all in this together. And I was just very glad to be in it with you. So congratulations, thank you, and be well.
My father, Irwin Tiffany, grew up in Linden, Kansas, and the family had a house and a farm on the edge of town. My father's job was to be a representative of the University of Wisconsin and traveling around the state, teaching vocational agricultural topics in the Wisconsin high schools. You'd like to get the kids out onto the farm, reaching the heart and soul of learning to be a farmer in the field. And he was getting ready for the annual conference of the Future Farmers of America. And he wanted to do something to kind of put a stake in the ground and say, here's where I stand. That became the creed. It wasn't an academic statement, it was a philosophic statement. It's a work of philosophy, it's a work of art. The amazing thing is that here at 85 years, it gives me a warm feeling to know that my father had the sensitivity to have been able to make that contribution affect the lives of so many. That made all the difference in the world.
The FFA Creed was written by E.M. Tiffany and adopted at the 3rd National FFA Convention. The Creed embodies the core values of the FFA organization. Since our FFA chapter is one of the most diverse in the nation, 5 FFA members will now present the Creed virtually in 4 different languages. Those languages include English, Spanish, Thai, American Sign Language, and again in English. Please help me welcome Elijah Spencer, who will present paragraph 1 in English, Karime Beltran reciting paragraph 2 in Spanish, Brandon Ellers reciting paragraph 3 in Thai, Jocelyn Hillesheim signing paragraph 4 in American Sign Language, with Karime Beltran reciting, and Julia Solcani reciting paragraph 5 in English.
I believe in the future of agriculture with a faith born not of word, but of deed. Achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturalists in the promise of better days through better ways. Even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggle of former years.
Creo que el vivir y trabajar en una granja o el estar envuelto en otras áreas de la agricultura es a la vez satisfactorio y competitivo. Algo que sé y que no puedo negar son las alegrías y las incomodidades de vivir la agricultura, así como el tener un cariño dentro de mi corazón por esas asociaciones, aún y en horas de desaliento.
Chanchern Iquam, Antunale Quam Turo, Chanchern Iquam, Samart Ton Tau, Nikartam Yan, Leked Yan Jaden, Quam Roulette Talk, Asamat, Sawam Quam, Chai, Dikab Nan, I said, Uechi, Manchan Pant, Sing Tiri, Sarab, Punjab, La Sarab Partli, La Kartalat, Dalit, Tanyar.
I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining, in the life abundant and enough honest wealth to help make it so, for others as well as myself. Less need for charity and more of it when needed, in being happy myself and playing square with those whose happiness depends upon me.
I believe that American agriculture can and will contribute to the best interests of our national life, and that I can exert influence in my home and community, which will stand solid for my part in that inspiring path.
FFA Basics. Learn more about the FFA and our place in the 3-component model: colors, mission statement, creed, motto, and emblem. The letters FFA stand for Future Farmers of America. In 1988, the official name was changed to the National FFA Organization to reflect the growing diversity in the agriculture industry. FFA is part of agricultural education, which has 3 important components: classroom laboratory work, FFA, and the Supervised Agricultural Experience, or SAE. The colors for FFA have meaning too. We use national blue to represent the national scope of FFA. And, as corn is grown in all states, we use corn gold to represent common agricultural interests. The National FFA organization is dedicated to making a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. The FFA Creed, written in 1930 by Kansas farmer E.M. Tiffany. These are 5 paragraphs that new members must memorize outlining traditions and values of the FFA. The FFA motto gives members 12 short words to live by as they experience the opportunities in the organization. The National FFA emblem, consisting of 5 symbols, is representative of the history, goals, and future of the organization. Each element within the emblem has unique significance. The eagle represents the national scope of the organization. The cross-section of the ear of corn, it stands for common agricultural interests. The owl is for wisdom and knowledge. The plow represents hard work and dedication. The rising sun brings the promise of a new day in agriculture. And the actual words in the emblem, they signify the importance of FFA in agricultural education.
During this virtual awards ceremony, we will recognize students who have participated in career and leadership development events, clubs, special recognitions at each grade level, and more. Students' names will be listed alphabetically on slides corresponding to the event they participated in.
The primary objective of the career development events is to help these students become stronger individuals, help them function as a team, one unit, and there's also some healthy competition mixed in.
This is the best that each of the states have. The students that come here have gone through probably a level of a district level in their own state, a state competition to advance to here. So this is the best that each state is sending here.
It's a really unique experience that a lot of people don't get to go through, and you learn a lot about yourself. I mean, it's a lot about time management, learning how to study and what's best to help you learn everything that you need to know to compete here and what it took to get here.
There's a variety of events, 26 in all, covering everything from plants to parliamentary procedure. All of them teach the students the skills they will need in their future careers.
There's a whole bunch of different ones regarding different areas in agriculture. There's livestock, there's dairy, there's things like veterinary science. It covers a wide range of agricultural topics that interest different students.
It varies depending upon the student's interest, so it gives an opportunity for a student with any background or any ability to find something that's of interest of them and help them pursue a career.
CDEs, or career development events, help students develop the ability to think critically, communicate clearly, and perform effectively in a competitive job market.
Basis of the events is to prepare students for careers. So in each of the areas, there is going to be an industry representative to help guide the superintendents, develop the activity to make sure that what we're trying to measure in our activity is something that's reflected in industry. So our events will change as industry changes.
I think the CDEs teach you hard work and dedication that you can use in any field in life. They teach you how to focus and get stuff done in a small amount of time and be able to work under pressure.
This is another way the FFA works to meet the future needs of the students. From the career development events, I'm Stacy Pates.
Students competing in the Agricultural Sales Career Development event gain experience and skills essential to the production and marketing of agricultural products. The team event illustrates related careers and offers a first-hand look at developing product knowledge and driving sales.
Please join me in congratulating the Ag Sales Career Development Event Team. Colin Belpedio, Michael Gambala, Michael Lehman, Charles Vandeveld, Romarian Williams.
Participants in the Agricultural Issues Forum Leadership Development event research the pros and cons of an agricultural issue and present their findings to a panel of judges. This team LDE challenges students to investigate a variety of current local, state, national, and international issues facing agriculture through classroom instruction.
Please join me in congratulating the Agricultural Issues Forum Leadership Development Event Team: Elizabeth Datner, Tabitha Wagner, Selma Mohammed, Jeanette Dompre, Carmen Trotta, and Jarvis Williams.
Participants in the Agricultural Communications Career Development event work as a team of communication consultants to develop a written media plan, present the plan to a panel of judges, and, as individuals, apply what they have learned during practicums, a quiz, and editing exercise. This team CDE challenges students to communicate effectively while advocating to consumers about agriculture and telling the FFA story.
Please join me in congratulating the Ag Communications Career Development Event Team, Patrick King, Jack Pikulski, Adam Villarreal, Caroline Winters.
Participants in the MEATS evaluation and technology career development event delve into the science of meat. During this team event, students evaluate beef carcasses for quality and yield grade, identify various meat cuts, and identify wholesale and or retail cuts.
Hi, please join me in congratulating the participants of the Meat Judging Career Development event. Isabella Iravello, Maya Green, Chiquita Lewis, Jack Pikulski, and Carmen Trotta. Great job.
In the Veterinary Science Career Development event, students working in teams demonstrate their technical competency with small and large animals by completing a written exam, critical thinking scenario questions, identifications, and hands-on practicums.
Please help me in congratulating the Vet Science Career Development Event Team. Marcus Crowley, Patrick King, Madeline Colasa, Justin Mayer, Matthew McCormick, Michaela McFadden, Meadow Oslak, and Emily Saldana.
Students have the opportunity to participate in one of 3 areas for public speaking: Prepare, Extemporaneous, and Creed. During the Prepare Public Speaking Career Development event, students write and deliver a 6 to 8 minute speech about a current agriculture-related topic. Students in the extemporaneous public speaking showcase their agricultural knowledge and ability to think on their feet by giving a speech and answering questions with limited prep time. The National FFA Creed Career Development event recognizes outstanding FFA members in 7th to 8th grade for their ability to present the National FFA Creed from memory and answer 3 questions related to it.
Please join me in congratulating the participants of our public speaking career development events. SFA Creed, Karime Beltran, Nadia Mohammed. Prepared public speaking, Bridget Heller. Extemporaneous public speaking, Elizabeth Datner, Jeanette Domfrey, Deirdre Hassett, Tabitha Wagner.
Participants in the Dairy Products Career Development event demonstrate their knowledge about the quality production, processing, distribution, promotion, and marketing of milk and dairy foods.
Please join me in congratulating the participants of the Dairy Products team: Alejandro Arlano, Amaya Butler, Majore Knight, Richard Lau, Dejan Robertson.
The Food Science and Technology Career Development event requires students to have an in-depth understanding of food product development, food presentation, and food safety issues. Participants also use their sensory skills to solve problems and make sound decisions.
Please join me in congratulating the participants of the Food Science team: Amaya Davis, Divine Davis, Elena Hacienda, Dejan Robertson.
The Forestry Career Development event requires students to demonstrate their skills in diagnosing forest disorders, managing forests, and forest inventory, and applying approved silviculture practices. Participation in the event offers students experience relevant to a career choice in forestry and natural resources.
For the Forestry CDE, please help me in congratulating Thaddeus Gochi, Caitlin Langowski, Matthew McCormick, Vinny Mendoza, Patrick O'Connell.
The Floriculture Career Development event requires students to identify plants, judge flower arrangements, and solve problems. Participants also demonstrate skills in flower arranging, propagation, and the preparation of floral and foliage products for sale.
For the Floriculture CDE, please help me in congratulating Thaddeus Gochi, Jordan Hall, Bridget Heller, Caitlin Langowski, Liliana Romero, Helen Satsu.
The Horticulture CDE is an event designed to teach youth skills necessary in the horticulture and landscape industry. Youth will identify ornamental plants, fruits, vegetables, and nuts, evaluate the plants based on their structural correctness, and will complete a knowledge exam.
For the Landscape Nursery CDE, please help me and congratulate Caitlin Langowski, Haley Pollock, Jordan Hall, Thaddeus Gochi, Helen Satsu.
The Agri-Science Fair recognizes student researchers studying the application of agricultural scientific principles and emerging technologies in agricultural enterprises. The Agri-Science Fair is for middle and high school students. Participation begins at the local level and progresses to state and national levels.
Please join me in congratulating the participants in the Agri-Science Fair. Makai Brooks, Elizabeth Cervantes, Dennis Curtin, Maya Fleury, Samantha Firstgrubber, Pamela Gonzalez, Elizabeth Heenan, Jillian Kaczynski, Patrick King, Kelsey Medor, Jersey Merrick, Selma Muhammad, Nizar Muhammad, Jackson Picars, Adam Villarreal, Muriel Walker, Caroline Winters.
For the Agri-Science Fair, please also help me in congratulating Pamela Gonzalez, our first place winner in the District 2 Agri-Science Fair. Bridget Heller and Helen Zatsus are our Illinois State FFA Agri-Science Fair participants.
The Agronomy Career Development event challenges students to build and demonstrate knowledge in the wide field of agronomy. Participation grants students exposure to the many ways that science and technology collaborate to grow the world's major food crops. Teams of 4 students in this event evaluate an agronomic scenario and develop a crop management plan that includes crop selection, production, problem solving, and marketing.
Please join me in congratulating the Agronomy CDE team. Elizabeth Cervantes, Elizabeth Datner, Thomas Horan, Kelsey Medor, William Regan, Adam Villarreal.
Students participating in the Parliamentary Procedure Leadership Development event are evaluated on their ability to conduct an orderly and efficient meeting using parliamentary procedure.
Please join me in congratulating our Parliamentary Procedure Career Development team. Our novice team, Ricardo Cervantes, Eli Ford, Amanda Goines, Cassidy Namone, Kaylee Norwood, Elijah Spencer, and our varsity Parliamentary Procedure team, Amaya Davis, Maya Green, Taylor Helm, Salma Muhammad, Justin Satter, Cassandra Madrigal, and Grace Murphy.
The National Society of Minorities in Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Related Sciences Pre-College Initiative Program will lead the world in enhancing the pre-college students' academic, professional, and leadership skills in order to maximize their success in life. The Junior MANNRS program is designed to stimulate the interest in science, technology, engineering, agricultural, and mathematic fields, or STEAM.
Please help me in congratulating the members of the Junior MANNRS chapter. Zachariah Boyd, Amaya Butler, Brianna Coulter, Tatum Dale, Samantha Frusgruber, Pamela Gonzalez, Tyra Green, Maya Green, Darius Kennerson, Grace Lugo, Michaela McFadden, Akayla Howard.
Mia Melendez, Jersey Merrick, Joan Marie Morris, Brianna Myers, Kennedy Orr, Colleen Padilla, Essence Robertson, Dejan Robinson, Angel Stewart, Amari Taylor, Kiela Warlock, and Jarvis Williams.
The World Food Prize engages students with experts on critical global challenges like food security and nutritional problems in poverty-stricken areas. Students who participate in the World Food Prize State Youth Institutes earn recognition as a Borlaug Scholar and qualify for internships and other opportunities, including interacting with Nobel and World Food Prize laureates, meeting global leaders from 65 countries, and a chance to work with world-renowned scientists and policymakers at leading research centers in Africa, Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East.
Please join me in congratulating our participants in World Food Prize. Our Institute attendees this year were Samantha Fuchsgruber, Imani Jefferson, Eamon Stein, and Adam Villarreal. This year's essay winners included Tyra Green, Valeria Gutierrez, Elizabeth Heenan, Bridget Heller.
Participants in the Agricultural Communications Media Team work together to create a strategic plan for the school's social media accounts. They championed the creation of our first YouTube channel and Instagram, and actively manage all social media channels, thus broadening our reach to followers throughout the city, suburbs, country, and world, advocating for the school, our purpose, and the agricultural industry at large.
Please join me in congratulating the members of the Agricultural Communications Media Team: Isabella Arevalo, Robert Bro, Elizabeth Cervantes, Madeline Davey, Samantha Fuchsgruber, Theodore Gaillard, Taylor Helm, Imani Jefferson, Jaquita Lewis, Jamil McGee, Anna Nelson, Kaylee O'Brien, Lily Soto, Carmen Trotta, Jacob Wasserman.
Participants within the Aquaponics Club protect and care for the organisms that serve a purpose for the school. The reason why the organisms are successful in producing nutrient-rich energy for the plant life to grow is because of the students' hard work. This teaches them about chemical cycles and biological processes while working as a team.
Please join me in congratulating the members of the Aquaponics Management Club: Alina Bautista, Ricky Cervantes, Dennis Curtin, Cody Diallo, Eli Ford, Yahel Gonzalez, Roger Jackson, Julian Jones, Andrew Martin, Matt McCormick, George Monahan, Emily Saldana, Eamon Stein, Elijah Spencer, John Wolkowitz, Bianca Yepes. Each year, we have students who apply to participate in Illinois FFA State Band and Chorus at the Illinois Association FFA State Convention in June. This year, we will not be meeting physically for that convention, but we still would like to celebrate Jarvis Williams, who was chosen to be a part of that band this year. Congratulations, Jarvis.
FFA degrees. FFA members can earn degrees as they progress through the phases of their leadership, academic, and career skills development. Are you a 7th or 8th grade FFA member? Do you participate in chapter activities? If you answered yes to both, you are well on your way to receiving the Discovery FFA degree, the first of 5 degrees you can earn as an FFA member. As a high school member receiving the Green Hand degree, you have opened the door to the many exciting opportunities that the National FFA organization has to offer. When you qualify for the Green Hand FFA degree, you have earned the first of 4 degrees that build on each other. Whether it is helping plan your chapter's next activity or working hard on your SAE, chapter involvement is vital to success in the FFA. The root of the National FFA organization is its chapters. By receiving this degree, you demonstrate your role in your chapter's growth and development. Like a high school diploma, the State FFA degree celebrates your high school FFA career. Awarded by your state association, this degree is a symbol that you are a chapter leader. As a state FFA degree recipient, you have taken your involvement beyond the chapter level and have created a successful SAE program. As the highest degree achievable, receiving the American FFA degree shows a member's dedication to his or her chapter and state FFA associations. It demonstrates tremendous effort applied toward their SAE program and the outstanding leadership abilities and community involvement they experienced throughout their FFA career. American FFA degree recipients show promise for their future and have gone above and beyond to achieve excellence. Earning an FFA degree is worth the time and effort. What could you do to start working towards an FFA degree?
The Green Hand degree is awarded to first-year members who have a keen understanding for the meaning of the FFA motto, salute, creed, emblem, and colors for the National FFA organization. They also have satisfactory plans for a supervised agricultural experience. The students are tested on their knowledge of the organization and chapter history.
Although our freshman students could not take the Green Hand test this year to receive their Green Hand degrees, we do look forward to administering this test when we return to school next year so that freshman students who qualify can earn their Green Hand degree.
One of these first-year members has been chosen to receive the Star Green Hand Award. The Star Green Hand Award is given to the freshman that not only demonstrates leadership qualities, who has also exceeded all expectations in the FFA, as well as academics.
Please join me in congratulating this year's Star Green Hand, Cassidy Nyman.
The Outstanding Freshman Award is given to the freshman who has gone above and beyond their call of duty in leadership, academics, and all-around service in school.
Please join me in congratulating this year's outstanding freshman, Brianna Coulter.
The CHOP degree is awarded to second-year members who have received their Green Hand degree, completed 2 years of ag classes, participated in the SAE, and have at least 45 unpaid work experience hours outside of the classroom.
Although we were not able to administer the chapter degree test this year to our current sophomores, we do look forward to administering that test when we get back to school so that our sophomore members can earn their chapter degree.
The Star Chapter Award is given to a sophomore who has not only demonstrated leadership qualities, but who has excelled in all expectations of the FFA and in academics.
Please join me in congratulating this year's Star Chapter Award winner, Zachariah Boyd.
The Outstanding Sophomore Award is given to a second-year student who has gone above and beyond their call of duty in academics, leadership, and all-around service within the school.
Your 2019-2020 Outstanding Sophomore is Bridget Heller.
State degree recipients take their FFA involvement beyond the chapter level, including having a successful supervised agricultural experience maintained within an official record book. Students who receive their state degrees have earned at least $1,500 or worked 750 hours, as well as completed 40 hours of community service. Please help me in congratulating the following students on earning their state degrees.
Please help me in congratulating our state degree recipients: Dennis Curtin, Elizabeth Datner, Maya Green, Patrick King, Carmen Trotta, Jarvis Williams, Caroline Winters, Jillian Zika. Please also help me in celebrating our district star in agri-science, which is Elizabeth Datner, and our star in agribusiness, Patrick King.
Proficiencies are awarded to FFA members who take their supervised agricultural experiences to the next level. Proficiencies help participants recognize their SAE program focus, as well as planning for future goals and aspirations. Members that compete for their Proficiency Award must complete a record book that is able to compete in either the ag placement area or ag entrepreneurship. The sky is most definitely the limit for these participants.
Please join me in congratulating your Agricultural Proficiency Award winners: Dennis Curtin for Agricultural Education, Carmen Trotta for Agricultural Sales, Liliana Romero in AgriScience Animal Systems, Helen Satsu in AgriScience Integrated Systems, Emily Saldana in Specialty Animal Production and Care, Caitlin Langowski in Diversified Horticulture, and Patrick King in Small Animal Production and Care. Please join me in congratulating our District 2 proficiency winners and state finalists, Helen Satsu in AgriScience Integrated Systems, and Caitlin Langowski in Diversified Horticulture. Caitlin Langowski's SAEs in Diversified Horticulture include Market Garden Operations, Red Tractor Fair Plant Sales, Floral Design, Plant Management, Turf Management, Greenhouse Management, Chicago Ag Sciences Internship Program in Horticulture, and School Landscape and Mulching. Her non-horticulture SAEs include a foundational SAE in the Ag Ambassador Program and an unpaid placement SAE, dog sitting. Helen Satsu's AgriScience Integrated Systems SAEs include carbon dioxide versus radiation, NATO versus meat decay, the effects of wasabi on meat decay, wasabi experiment, soil pH experiment, an internship as a research lab technician. Her non-AgriScience SAEs include a foundational SAE as part of the Japanese Foreign Exchange Program, a paid placement SAE in lifeguard training and work experience, a paid placement SAE at BIPD swim instructor, and an entrepreneurship SAE for the Red Tractor Fair craft sales.
Since 1933, when the first jacket was worn to a national FFA convention, this piece of clothing has evoked many emotions. In 2015, that jacket, that sense of pride will be shared with others who visit the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History.
These are obviously very special jackets. Blue corduroy is awesome as far as anybody's concerned, but in this sea of blue, these 4 blue and 1 white jackets really have special stories that I think that you all will appreciate, and in fact the American public will really appreciate.
Recently, 5 FFA members donated their jackets to the Smithsonian.
The FFA changed my life. As a kid growing up on the south side of Chicago, especially in a city where my life could have gone many different directions, the jacket represents the organization that in some ways saved my life. It gave me an opportunity to find my place where I belong, and to be active in an organization that taught me communication skills, helped me set life goals, gave me purpose. And so it means a lot, because that jacket represents the thing that has helped me to become who I am today.
When I first put my blue jacket on, I felt like I was joining my family ranks, I guess you could say. My dad had been an FFA, and my older siblings had been an FFA, and I felt like I was joining that family pack that we had. So it was an honor to be part of that family lineage.
FFA really changed my life. It set me on a career path that had many changes, and it ended up in here working for the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
Now, those who wear the jacket come from farms as well as from cities. Anywhere from Alaska to Puerto Rico and from Maine to Hawaii. So they have different backgrounds. They have different life experiences, different passions and interests, different hopes and different dreams, but always wearing one jacket. Now, we don't wear one jacket to blend in. No, we wear this jacket to stand out.
The American Enterprise exhibit opens in July 2015 at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History.
The Outstanding Junior Award is given to a junior who exemplifies excellence and has gone above and beyond their call of duty in leadership, academics, and all-around service.
The junior receiving this award tonight has an incredible work ethic. She never stops helping, leading, and organizing. Even when she is faced with tough situations, she remains energetic, positive, and proactive. Your 2019-2020 Outstanding Junior is Elizabeth Datner. The Outstanding Senior Award is given to a senior who exemplifies excellence and has gone above and beyond their call of duty in leadership, academics, and all-around service. This person has gone above and beyond as an FFA member all 4 years of their membership. They are the first to show up, roll up their sleeves, and get to work. They embody what a leader should be in and out of the classroom and have served as an FFA ambassador for the ag industry while attending our school. Your 2019-2020 Outstanding Senior is Jarvis Williams.
The Career Pathway Star Awards are given to the senior students in each career pathway who must exemplify excellence in their field. These students have gone above and beyond their peers and have shown a sincere interest in continuing post-secondary studies in their career pathway field. They have successfully completed all coursework, job shadows, internships, career development events, and supervised agricultural experiences associated with the pathway. They are intelligent, courteous, disciplined, respectful, curious, helpful, and kind. I am pleased to bring forward the career pathway teachers.
There was no question in my mind about who was this year's Pathway Star. Whether it was helping me launch a farmer's market for the first time, helping me operate a mobile farmer's market, as well as our store on school property. This person is always ready and willing to help, roll up their sleeves, get to work, eager to learn new things, manage new things, and to just be a part of something bigger than themselves. I'm super excited to be able to say I'll be able to call this person fellow alum twice in both of our lives, because they will be heading to the University of Illinois this fall to major in business. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating the 1920 Finance Pathway Star, Miss Jillian Zika.
I've already talked to my students about how difficult it was this year to attempt to narrow down this award to a single individual. And so I haven't. This year, I am proud to present two Class of 2020 Ag Mechanics and Technology Pathway Stars. Part of the reason this has been so difficult to narrow down is because looking at this class, despite some of the difficulties, there's been a core group of students who have really made the difference in this pathway over the last couple of years. And now normally when giving this award is the time where I talk about how I'm super proud because this is an award that I once won. But this year I want to mention somebody else who is also a former recipient of this award, and that's my big sister. My big sister, class of 2006, Ag Mechanics and Technology, Pathway Star. And again, it was a year that was, the Pathway Star Award was split between multiple individuals. So that is one of the reasons why I'd like to highlight her, as well as I'd like to go ahead and say this year, I'm proud to say that for MECTech class of 2020, this is the year of the female. Both of my awardees this year are incredibly dedicated young ladies who I'm proud to recognize today. So now the first young lady I'd like to recognize with this award today is a student who has always been the first to find solutions to problems, whether it's some of the math and geometry that is required in our class, or whether it's the first person to jump in to work hands-on on a project. She's really gone just above and beyond what I would expect of any student to find answers and solutions to problems in our class. And I'll also say that through the last couple of years, she's been one of the students that has reminded me of the saying, I think experienced ag teacher told me is that even on your worst day as an ag teacher, your students deserve your best. Every day was a constant reminder that, whether it was a difficult day, the student showed up ready to learn, wanting to learn, asking good questions, and that really has made a huge difference for me these last 2 years. So without dragging it on any longer, I'd like to recognize Essence Robeson as a class of 2020 MechTech Pathway Star. Next up, a student I'd like to recognize really because of just the constant hard work and dedication, whether it was in class or after school when available, or during lunch periods, every time that she could find an opportunity to be in the shop and make a difference in our school and in our pathway. She was there, and she was even there at times when I was unavailable to make sure that she was doing everything that could be done to improve all of our projects and everything we've done in class. So with that being said, I would like to recognize Mia Tenejero as a class of 2020 Ag Mechanics Pathway Star.
The Animal Science Pathway Star goes to 2 recipients whose dedication and passion for the animal science industry radiates through the barn and in the classroom. One of the recipients, on any given day, you can find her tending to her SAE, our pregnant goat Angel. She always makes sure that she's well cared for and that she is healthy. She also competed in the Veterinary Science CDE and will continue on her animal science education at Iowa State University. The other recipient of this award is a student who's normally very quiet, but don't let her quietness fool you. She is always very engaged and is always willing to lend a helping hand. She comes in on weekends and volunteers her free time to make sure that the animals of our school are well cared for. She will be continuing her animal science education at Harold Washington College. Please help me in congratulating Michaela McFadden and Maya Nuno on Animal Science Pathway Star. Yay!
My Pathway Star did not shy away from science. In fact, they worked really well in any lab group, no matter who I put them with. My Pathway Star loves science, and this is demonstrated in 4 years of agri-science projects, even when those same projects produced icky smells in their kitchen. One recent memory I have of my Pathway Star is the excitement on their face as they drew the coronavirus on my chalkboard, even before COVID-19 was a household name. My Pathway Star loves to travel, and this fall, they will be traveling to the University of Michigan with a major in pharmaceutical sciences. Helen Satsu is this year's Biotechnology and Agriculture Pathway Star. Congratulations, Helen.
These students have always been at the top of their game, hardworking and dedicated, and absolutely a joy to teach. Always assisting with after-school projects and helping fellow students. This year's Pathway Star goes to Andrea Villampondo and Dejan Robertson.
Hello, everyone. I spent 3 amazing years with this student. She is courageous, she's hardworking, she's impactful, and she'll always be one of Miss Keysby's. Thank you for your hard work, your diligence, your perseverance, and thank you for making teaching worthwhile. My Pathway Star is Caitlin Langowski.
To think of what the heartbeat of a school might look like or sound like is to think of and remember Maria E. Bird. For over 20 years, Miss Bird taught every freshman the power of agriculture and what their future role might look like in the industry. But she did so much more. She nurtured them throughout their 4 years at Chicago Ag Sciences. For her colleagues, Miss Bird was the one to raise deflated spirits. This award is in memory of her service to the school and the example she set for all of us. The student that will be receiving this award tonight is one of the most generous and thoughtful young men. He truly and genuinely cares about his community of school and his peers, and is always ready to lend a helping hand or lift a spirit. He will join the ranks of ag teachers in 4 years once he graduates with a degree in agricultural education from Illinois State University. Please help me in congratulating Dennis Curtin.
Chicago Ag Sciences, FFA, is fortunate to have an active business advisory board composed of industry, post-secondary, and community partners. These friends of Chicago Ag support our students throughout the year by exposing them to college and career opportunities in agriculture. They provide job shadow days, industry tours, networking at conferences, internships, and a variety of other connections for our students. Tonight, we are excited to announce the names of senior students who have been awarded special scholarships from these outstanding partners. A huge thank you is in order for all of you who gave so generously to support our students during this unprecedented time. We are all truly grateful for you. Tonight, the winners of the Chicago Farmers Scholarship are Natalia Aravelo, Michaela McFadden, and Abigail Vagwell. The winners of the Creative Outreach Scholarship, sponsored by Corey Flournoy, are Liliana Romero and Jarvis Williams. The winners of the Folk Family Foundation Scholarship are Maya Green and May O'Loughlin. Tonight, the Ray Brownfield Land Pro Scholarship goes to Catherine Gaskin. The winners of the ACES to CHISAS scholarships, sponsored by the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, are Gabrielle Ranks and Jarvis Williams. Tonight, the Barbara Valerius Scholarship goes to Nazar Muhammad. The winner of the Illinois Harness Horsemen Association Scholarship is Rebecca Bischoff. Tonight, there are 4 winners of the Eli's Cheesecake Scholarship. The Aaron Easter Memorial Scholarship goes to Gabrielle Ranks. And the winners of the Robert A. Hadoff and Eli M. Shulman Scholarship are Amaya Butler, Athalia Reyes, and Angel Stewart. The winners of the Friends of Chicago Ag Sciences Scholarship are Michael Kupsiati, Meadow Olzak, and Caroline Winters. The winner of the Phillips Food Science Scholarship is Amaya Butler. Tonight, the Chicagoland Food Science Foundation Scholarship goes to Amaya Butler and Gabrielle Ranks. The winner of the Dr. Charles Gungenrich Scholarship is Natalie Reyes. The Compeer Financial Scholarship winner is Jarvis Williams. Winning scholarships from the National FFA organization are Liliana Romero, Helen Satsu, and Jarvis Williams.
Hi everyone. I never really would have expected that I'll be giving my speech in this type of format. I guess it had to happen like this. How many of us knew that today, in this current moment, we all would be living in a national pandemic? None of us. This was something unexpected to you, me, and everyone else around the world. I remember exactly where I was when I found out that this was something serious. A few of my classmates and I were in the food science lab preparing the zucchini bread for the flower and garden show that will be taking place the following week. We're all so excited and pumped to see the whole production because all Pathways worked so hard to bring our exhibit to life. However, word got out and we got the call that the flower and garden show will be canceled for this year. You know how when you get an instinct that something just isn't right? That was me. I felt deep down something about the flower and garden show getting canceled did not sit right with me. I knew that this was something serious. Days later, we learned that the school would be closed for the next 2 weeks. For a lot of us, we were so excited to get a break from school. But after those 2 weeks, things just seemed to get worse. Non-essential businesses were required to close. It was best for us to stay home. We also got news. All schools in Illinois for the remainder of the year will no longer be in person. And that's when it all hit us. We lost all in-person interactions with our classmates, our teachers. We lost prom, graduation, sporting events, and even an in-person banquet. Not only did we lose all of that, we lost the lives of many due to this virus. Fellow members, I know that this is a tough time, but this is also the right time to get grounded with yourself. We have no control of what's going on in the world right now. But we do have control on how we choose to live our lives during this time. I want to be honest, I can admit, I was not taking quarantine and what was going on in the world well at all. I wouldn't expect anyone else to. This is a hard time. This is a time none of us are immune to. I felt as though there was no hope for anything, but I soon realized feeling hopeless is going to do nothing. Matter of fact, being hopeless doesn't do anything but make the situation worse. This pandemic is affecting people in so many different types of ways. How it affects me doesn't affect you, and how it affects you doesn't affect me. But what can we do about it? We can have empathy, understanding that this is a tough time for us all. No one experiencing this alone. Understand that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. During this time, I've been very reflective. Reflected on all the accomplishments my team and I brought to light this school year. We successfully planned and executed a school dance. We planned great community service. We bonded as teammates, and we pushed hard for our FFA chapter. I met new faces this school year. I got accepted to college this school year. Needless to say, there are things to be grateful for during a time like this. Now it's time to find, what are you grateful for? How about waking up this morning? How about being able to access fresh water? The smallest things like that can be a huge mood shifter in times like this. No one was prepared for the world to be so different. In closing, this is something I want to leave you with. Prepare for the unexpected. You'll never know when it's your last time doing something. Make memories and moments count. Reach out to your loved ones. Show that you care and you have compassion for others. Make others feel welcome and special. Reach out and give a helping hand. Show others that you care and mean that you care. Take every opportunity and run with it. There's so many times where I look back in my life and I think to myself, why haven't I taken that opportunity? Why didn't I do that? Stop asking why and just do it. Be the change you want to see. There is a will, there is a way. This year has been cut short. I want everyone to understand that there is going to be positive that comes out of this. Remember, you're not dealing with this alone. There are people out here who want to support you in the best way they possibly can. Do what you have to do to be the best person you want to be. Now at this time, I want to acknowledge those who helped me along this journey. I first want to say thank you to God. Without him, he pulled me through this. I want to say thank you to both of my parents. Without you all, I don't know where I would be. You guys support me through it all. You guys are standing right behind me. I love you both. I just want to say thank you to my teammates. Maya, Jarvis, Caroline, Lily, Helen, Caitlin, and Natalia. You guys were my backbone this year. We shared cries, laughs, excitements, and joys. We had a great year being a part of the chapter officer team. You guys are all individually unique. I love all of you all, and I cannot wait to see all of the magnificent things you guys do in your lifetime. Next, I want to say thank you to all of the advisors who advised me during my journey. Miss Coronado, Mr. Rhodes, Miss Key, Mr. Williquit, Mr. Desir, Miss Reynolds, Miss Marion, Miss Pledger, Miss Fowler, and Miss Shaw. Thank you all for making my involvement at CHAS so amazing. Listening to every advice you've given me and every conversation we had always be something I hold near and dear to my heart. I next want to say thank you to Ms. Pointer, who were honestly such a huge support for me during my whole high school career, especially this year. My appreciation for you will never go unnoticed. I can't count on my finger how many times I spent every lunch period in your office talking about any and everything. You offered me a lot of advice. I thank you for that. Next, I want to say thank you to Dr. Johnson. Honestly, you helped me so much emotionally this year. Every time we have a conversation, it always helps me look at the positive of everything. You gave me a lot of advice and motivation to keep going strong to the finish line and to keep my head up. Thank you for being a listening and understanding ear to me this year. I appreciate every conversation we had. Appreciation for you goes long. I next want to say thank you to Mr. Hook. Being able to lead FFA under you was an amazing experience. You allowed me to have a lot of these opportunities. I hold strong appreciation for you. Thank you to Mr. Abdallah for making my transition from high school to college, who helped me a lot to pick up and figure out what's next. I also want to say thank you to my friends, Amaya, Divine, Kayla, and Kanaya. Every time I ask you all to speak at an FFA meeting or to come to an event, you all were the first ones there. I appreciate our friendship, and I cannot wait to see all of the amazing things you all do in your lifetime. I want to leave you all with a quote. This quote is by Maya Angelou. When you learn, teach. When you get, give. Thank you.
Please join me in congratulating our 2019-2020 retiring officer teams. Thanks for your service this year. Please join me in thanking our freshman class officer team for their service this year. Jocelyn Hillesheim, President. Julia Solcani, Vice President. Deirdre Hassett, Secretary. Cassidy Nyman, Secretary. Karime Beltran, Reporter. Mackenzie Walsh, Treasurer. Nicolette Carradine, Sentinel. Roger Jackson, Historian. Elijah Spencer, Parliamentarian. Amari Walker, Student Advisor. Tyler Chronister, Courtesy Corps Chair. Kazam Awadallah, Strengthening Agriculture Committee Chair. Grace Murphy, Strengthening Agriculture Committee Chair. Samantha Langowski, Premier Leadership Committee Chair. Liam Curtin, Premier Leadership Committee Chair. Abby Wasserman, Premier Leadership Committee Chair. Derek Monroy, Building Communities Committee Chair, and Evelina Poole, Building Communities Committee Chair. Please join me in thanking our retiring sophomore class officer team. Mia Melendez, Historian. Elizabeth Heenan, Parliamentarian. Tyler Porter, Sentinel. Justin Satter, Reporter. Bridget Heller, Treasurer. Jersey Merrick, Secretary. Tabitha Wagner, Vice President, and Zachariah Boyd, President.
Please join me in thanking our retiring junior officer team for their service. They are Jordan Hall, POA Co-Chair, Patrick King, Courtesy Corp, Emily Saldana, Chaplain, Kennedy Orr, Student Advisor, Robert Bro, Historian, Selma Mohammed, Parliamentarian, Jack Pikolsky, Sentinel, Elizabeth Cervantes, Reporter, Kaylee O'Brien, Treasurer, Elizabeth Datner, Secretary, Carmen Trotta, Vice President, Adam Villarreal, President.
Please join me in thanking and congratulating your 1920 retiring chapter officer team. They have planned so many activities this year and every year as an officer that have been truly engaging for our school. Thank you guys and good luck. Your 2019-2020 retiring chapter officers are Natalia Arevalo, retiring chapter historian; Liliana Romero, retiring chapter sentinel; Maya Green, retiring chapter parliamentarian; Jarvis Williams, retiring chapter treasurer; Caroline Winters, retiring chapter reporter; Caitlin Langowski, retiring chapter secretary; Helen Satsu, retiring chapter vice president; and Amaya Butler, your retiring chapter president. Thank you, guys.
In the voice of both of my parents, and I quote, Amaya, you will remember this conversation once you get my age. I love you all both. Don't know what I would do without you.
I'd like to give a very big shout out and a very big thank you to both my mom and dad. They have always supported me and they encourage me in my academics and all of my extracurriculars. They're always there to give advice and to listen to me for all the thick and thin, and I really cannot say how thankful I am to them. They are such big influences in my life, and I really would not be the person I am today without them. So thank you so much, Mom and Dad.
To my mom and dad, thank you so much for supporting me. You have helped me so much. Thank you for always being there for me and pushing me to be the person I am today. You have been with me through thick and thin. I tried my hardest to make you proud. Thank you for your love and support.
Thank you, Mom, Dad, and my little sister, Daria. Thank you for all the support that you have given me throughout my academic high school career. I would not have been able to make it this far without you guys in my life. Thank you for being strong in the faith, and I know that we will go far. Once again, thank you.
Dear Mom and Dad, I wanted to say thank you so much for everything you have done to me. You have supported me through it all. Thank you for being a part of who I have become today. I love you.
Thank you so much, Mommy and Sister, for being such great role models in my life. Without you guys, I probably wouldn't be half the young woman I am today. Thank you for always being supportive, caring, and giving me great advice when I need it. If someone asked me the definition of a strong Black woman, it would definitely be you too. Thank you for everything. I love you guys so much.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for everything that you've done to help me to get where I am today. Love you.
Hey Mom, hi Lou. I wanted to share a quote with you from J&D Hall. At the end of the day, the most overwhelming key to a child's success is the positive involvement of parents. This is exactly what you guys have done for me throughout the years, and without your support through it all, I wouldn't have been where I am today. Thank you so much for all you have done for me.
And now we'd like to recognize our Section 8 officers. First, thanks so much, Lily Romero, for all your service this year as the 1920 Section 8 president. The way you planned for every detail at Leadership Training School was the true form of leadership. The way you helped your peers achieve greatness by qualifying for their state degree and state proficiencies was exceptional. Thank you so much, and we wish you the best of luck. The 2020-2021 Section 8 officers are Jersey Merrick, Jack Pekulski, Carmen Trotta, and for the second time, Tabitha Wagner. They will be representing our chapter this year on the Section 8 officer team. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, the 2020-2021 officer installations. Please join me in congratulating your 2020-2021 newly elected sophomore class officers. Starting with your committee chairs. Evelina Poole, Strengthening Agriculture. George Monahan, Strengthening Agriculture. Derek Monroy, Building Communities. Anaya Mackey, Growing Leaders. Amanda Goines, Growing Leaders. Nadia Muhammad, Diversity and Inclusion. Malachi Brown, Courtesy Corps Chair. Brianna Coulter, Student Advisor. Elijah Spencer, Parliamentarian. Roger Jackson, Sentinel. Liam Curtin, Historian. Abby Wasserman, Co-Reporter. Karima Beltran, Co-Reporter. Jocelyn Hilleshine, Treasurer. Julia Solcani, Secretary. Your co-vice presidents, Cassidy Nyman and Amari Walker, and your 2020-2021 president, Nicolette Carradine. Please now join me in welcoming your newly elected 2020-2021 Junior Officer Team.
I am excited to announce your 2020-2021 Junior Officer Team. Please help me in congratulating Justin Satter, POA Chair, Taylor Helm, Chaplain, Tyler Porter, Parliamentarian, Mia Melendez, Sentinel, Haley Buckner, Historian, Tabitha Wagner, Reporter, Jersey Merrick, Treasurer, Tyra Green, Host Secretary, Lauren Brown, Host Secretary, Zachariah Boyd, Co-Vice President, Bridget Heller, Co-Vice President, Elizabeth Heenan, President.
And now, the introduction of the 2020-2021 Chapter Officer Team.
I would like to present your 2021 Chapter POA Chair, Jordan Hall.
I would now like to present your 2021 Chapter Student Advisor, Kennedy Orr.
I would like to present your 2021 Chapter Parliamentarian, Kaylee O'Brien.
I would now like to present your 2020-2021 Chapter Chaplain, Patrick King.
I would now like to present your 2021 Chapter Historian, Robert Bro.
I would now like to present your 2020-2021 Chapter Sentinel, Phil Trotta.
I would like to present your 2021 Chapter Assistant Reporter, Isaiah Muhammad.
I would now like to present your 2021 Chapter Assistant Reporter, Isabella Aravalo.
I would now like to present your 2021 Chapter Reporter, Salma Muhammad.
I would like to present your 2021 Chapter Treasurer, Jack Pokolsky.
I would now like to present your 2021 Chapter Secretary, Elizabeth Cervantes.
I'd now like to present your 2021 Chapter Co-Vice President, Adam Villarreal. I would now like to present your 2021 Chapter Co-Vice President, Elizabeth Datner.
I would now like to present to you all your 2020-2021 Chapter President, Carmen Trotta.
The student achievements we highlighted today would not be possible without our advising team working tirelessly behind the scenes, mentoring, coaching, advising. At the freshman level, we have Ms. Megan Masaleo. On the sophomore level, we have Mr. Patrick Desir and Mr. Maxwell Williquit. At the junior level, we have Ms. Brittany Key, Ms. Alexandria Pledger, and Ms. Julie Reynolds. New advisors to our team this year are Ms. Alexandra Flory and Ms. Catherine McMahon. Our advisor at large is Ms. Estela Escobedo. Thank you so much to our freshman, sophomore, junior, new advisors, and our advisor at large for all the time and effort that you put in every day for our students. They would not have or be able to participate in the opportunities if you weren't willing to put that time in at the end of every school day and on the weekends. Thank you. Dear Amaya, Helen, Caitlin, Jarvis, Caroline, Natalia, Liliana, and Maya, you did it. You should be so proud of all your accomplishments over the last few years. Whether it was team building through service, baking brownies at Ronald McDonald House, enriching your community of school through engaging chapter meetings, We're producing an exciting and engaging National FFA Week that culminated with a dance that will go down in history. You should leave knowing you made an impact and a difference. Even in the face of all the challenges this school year, you managed to rise up. We are all so proud of your hard work and dedication. Love, Ms. Coronado. We'd also like to give Mark Williams, who played our national anthem today, a special thank you for coming together with us to provide you with an exceptional experience at this year's virtual banquet. Thanks so much, Mark.
The Chicago High School for Agricultural Sciences would like to thank our generous sponsors: Barbara Valerius, Chicago Farmers, Chicago Land Food Science Foundation, Compare Financial, Corey Flournoy, Dr. Charles Gungerich, Folk Family Foundation, Eli's Cheesecake, Friends of Chicago Ag, IBEW Local 134, Illinois Harness Horsemen Association, National FFA Organization, Phillips Food Science, Ray Brownfield Land Pro, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
Our members accomplish so much year after year with all their tireless efforts and hard work. Here are a few of the achievements that we've had during the 2019-2020 school year. On behalf of the Chicago Ag Sciences FFA chapter, we thank you so much for tuning in today and showing support for our chapter and our students in order to help us celebrate all of their accomplishments in this virtual manner. Thank you. And now, for the last time, your 2019-2020 chapter officer team performing closing ceremonies.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should now properly come before this meeting? Seeing none, I will now adjourn this meeting of the 35th Annual Chicago Ag Sciences FFA Banquet. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag.
May we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I now declare this virtual and historic 35th Annual Chicago Ag Sciences FFA Banquet adjourned. Thank you, members and guests.
All right, everybody. Chicago Ag Science's first official live stream. Thanks for tuning in.